Be it.
Prologue. The Shadows of Adrestia. Upon his return to Garreg Mach, the humble Tomas shapeshifts and flees, and not even the Knights of Ceres's most concerted efforts can track down the erstwhile librarian. Meanwhile, Edelgard seizes upon Monica's rescue as a chance to start down a radically different path than she had originally planned.
The Black Eagles.
Things went like clockwork with Monica.
Thanks to Professor Yuritsa playing his part so ably.
As violent as ever.
And equally to those arrogant fools for letting their guards down.
I doubt we will see such fortune next time.
Next time? Don't tell me.
The moment has come to take matters into our own hands at the Imperial capital. This is our chance to finally be rid of them.
But, Lady Edelgard, we aren't ready. We'll need an entire host to keep them in check.
And we have one. The Church.
Forgive my impertinence, but that is not the plan.
You are the man who once told me to leave no sword in its scabbard.
Yes, but one must also take care not to wound themselves when unsheathing it. I'm sorry, milady, but this plan is ill-advised. I cannot support it.
Oh no.
And even if I were to ignore common sense and go along, it still throws our future plans into disarray.
I thought you devised countermeasures to deal with the Church. Use them.
But those were meant for... Very well. Are you absolutely certain this is the path?
I am anything but certain. Yet the bandit attack in the mountains created an opportunity we cannot ignore. And I doubt the appearance of this new mercenary is simple coincidence. Plans can be rewritten, Hubert. Either we're doing this, or we're not. Will you sit around and wait for a miracle? Or will you help me seize control of my fate?
I am with you, Lady Edelgard. As ever. Then let us walk forward on this path, and see where it takes us.
I apologize for bringing this to you on such short notice, Archbishop.
Lady Rhea.
Not at all, Edelgard. But might I ask, what prompted this sudden desire to return to Enbarr?
We believe one of Tomas's collaborators may have infiltrated the capital.
Sus.
My word!
Tomas tended the library at Garreg Mach for decades, with nary a blemish on his record. And then, without warning, he drops his disguise and reveals himself to be a vile sorcerer of terrible ability. Someone at the capital also fits that pattern. A man we know all too well.
And who might that be?
My uncle, and regent of the Empire,
Arundel.
Okhard von Arundel.
His lordship briefly defected from the Empire before reappearing several years later. But he returned a changed man, and began seizing power almost immediately.
Because that's not Arundel.
Witnesses claim he wields dark magic in secret, and is able to change his appearance at will.
That does sound suspicious, if these witnesses can be believed.
I would ask that you do believe them, as the information comes from my own House Vestra.
Surely you would believe Hubert.
And when you return to the capital, how do you propose to deal with this uncle of yours?
Lord Arundel has the support of a number of influential nobles, including the Prime Minister, Duke Eyre.
Duke Eyre.
And while we have allies of our own, it's likely they'll require some convincing. To that end, We wish to bring our friends here at the Academy.
Oh
their
yeah.
daughters and
Are we gonna
sons,
take the crown from
with
Duke
us under
Ire?
the supervision of Professor Yuritsa.
We hoped you would consider deploying the Knights of Seros, so the Imperial army doesn't get any strange ideas.
You wish to march on the Empire? With the Church's knights at your back?
Your support would give credence to our claims.
Additionally, the Knights would keep the populace in check upon our arrival, thereby preventing the city from descending into utter chaos.
The more I hear of this, the more credible the threat sounds.
It's clear you have thought carefully and planned well.
We intend to seize the palace with our own forces, and will do our utmost to contain the conflict there. But we still need your help. Please.
I have two conditions. The first, when you capture Lord Arundel, he is to be turned over to the Knights at once. The second, our Knights are not to engage in battle directly.
I would have it no other way.
Step lightly, Edelgard. Should these claims about Lord Arundel prove false, we will take action accordingly. Make no mistake as to who will be held accountable.
Understood. But please know we have nothing to gain from deceiving the Church.
Very well. I will summon the Knights
Manipulative.
and let you instruct them as to your plan. May the goddess
But regardless,
watch over you all.
is what Edelgard does.
Well, that was certainly an unexpected conclusion to the whole Tomas saga. Thanks to his shapeshifting ability, he slipped free of the Knights and escaped.
Shape-shifting.
Shapeshifter.
Yes, that's what I said. Also, I know what you want to say next. His powers are just like the ones you gave me.
Say it.
His powers are just like the ones you gave me. Are you in league with him, Arval? Where did these powers come from?
If I am in league with him, no one has informed me. All I have is you, my dear partner in destiny. Still, I saw what you saw. Clearly, we don't have a monopoly on shapeshifting.
And now that everyone knows about Tomas, some of them must have connected the dots back to me. At least they've had the grace to keep it to themselves.
It's because they trust you. Hold on, someone's coming.
Huh?
Ah, there you are.
Something wrong?
I must return to the Imperial capital
No,
soon for an
Edelgard,
important
Pepe
matter.
Hens.
Will you join me? Most of the other Black Eagles
Oh,
are
really?
What's this about?
I fear I must keep that to myself until we're closer to the capital. But I promise you this. There will be battle, and you will have a chance to shine.
Are you sure? I mean, these powers I have...
Are like the ones Tomas used?
Yeah.
Yes, that is a bit disquieting. Still, you've given me no reason to mistrust you. You could have wrested yourself free of us from the start, but instead you chose to stay here at the monastery. You fought by our side and helped us save Monica. I think I can give you the benefit of the doubt. But here's my true proposal. If you accompany us, there's a good chance you'll learn where your powers come from.
Ooh, now that is intriguing.
In that case, I accept. Thanks.
Well, I guess we accept regardless. Support points, blah blah blah. It would benefit her a lot as well if she did join. If we did join her. Temporary party ways with Ferdinand, Bernie, Caspar, Linhart. What sort of battle we're in here for? Here. I should ask around and find out. Alright, let me save real quick and be right back, guys. Alright guys, we're back to another episode of Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Last episode. We saved Monica from the likes of Krania and like Solon turned into, you know, I mean Tomas turned into Solon, yes! That's what I meant to say. Anyway, this episode, we're gonna continue onward. Is that Ladislava?
If you please.
I swear, we fight her in like any other route except for the Black Eagles route.
It's you.
Fun fact, by the way. Like, she would be good, but she's actually not, actually, which is hilarious.
In essence.
Let's talk to Edelgard.
Do you have a moment?
We're going to Enbarr. Who are we fighting?
What are your thoughts?
The Abyss. I wonder if we can meet with the Ashen Wolves. I have seen the Ashen Wolves trailer. I'm like, huh, I thought they would ignore them, but no, they're actually gonna be in the game. I'm like, I'm so looking forward to like,
If I may.
seeing how the Ashen Wolves take place for this.
Let's see.
Absolutely. Even though I have no idea what he's saying.
How may I help you?
Okay. Dorothea Petra?
Well...
Ferdy, Casper, Lynn, Byrne, they won't join us.
My word is a bond.
Let's hope it goes well.
What's going on?
House Resvel. Are you working outside?
So basically,
Yep. He's not working for the church, of course, obviously. If you played the Black Eagles route.
hey! You sure? Right.
Well, you know what I find funny?
You should hear
Is
this.
that people shouldn't really play this game unless they finish Three Houses. I would not recommend playing this game before Three Houses. Like, you'll be thrown off on like so much info at once that like it's gonna be hard to keep up.
Need something?
It'll be very interesting to see what, if we're gonna be using Petra and Dorothea, I want to see what they can actually do. And Monica too, yeah, Monica as well. So very interesting. Dorothea. Conversation. Ooh, so that's how conversations work. So the MC has a combo with almost everybody. We just gotta level it up. I see. And then there's conversations that are up to like a certain rank, like Edelgard Dorothy up to A, up to B. Yeah, very interesting how certain conversations have happened at like either the beginning of it or at the end of it. So I'm very curious to see how that's gonna play out. Cause I remember in each round, everyone had a conversation with everyone, but they always end up in B. Most of them usually end up in B. I actually can't wait to listen to these when I keep playing. It's gonna be so sick.
Over here.
I'm guessing Monica is now a playable character in this game.
I agree.
Alright, let's talk to Edelgard. See what we have.
What do you think?
I can't believe we're still in the tutorial.
Solon's been unmasked.
Damn
Yes.
you, Arundel.
Rooted right out of the monastery.
First Kranya's debacle and now this. What in the world is going on?
I know not, my lord. What are we to do?
Keep our composure for a start. Send word to the kingdom and see that Cleobulus is informed. Tell him to remain prudent. If he must go into hiding, so be it.
At once, my lord.
Yes?
Lord Regent, I have urgent tidings to report.
You may enter.
Forgive the intrusion, my lord, but we just learned the Knights of Seros march on Enbarr.
I see.
Their purpose is unclear, but they will arrive by morning. We've been turning ourselves upside down to make ready.
The Knights of Seros? No. Do you think...
There's only one person who could be behind it. How dare she bare her fangs at us? They may already be within the palace walls. Mobilize the guards and search. If anyone so much as looks at you askance, kill them on the spot.
Yes, my lord.
Her Highness has given the signal, Valdemar.
Count Burgley's. He actually has a
Already?
face.
I had thought they were still negotiating. Things are moving rather quickly.
The situation must have changed. Our children are still at Garrick Mach, after all.
I admire how
Yeah,
strong
that's
she's
Casper's fodder.
become. I just wish we'd had more time to appraise her competence.
Count Hevering.
Well, if she's caught us with our breeches down, imagine how they feel. I can't wait to see the confused look on those dastards' faces.
Ah,
Oh, I'm
Linhardt
going to
and
enjoy
Casper's
every
fodders.
second.
Ah.
As if you'd be content to watch. Once the battle starts, you'll be knee-deep in gore with all the rest. Which means I'll have to make it clear where I stand. We can't afford to tear the Ministry apart by having the pen and sword at odds.
These are your instructions. I imagine they may not come as a surprise to many of you. For some time now, Enbarr Palace has been infested with the same darkness you saw in Tomas. They have made a puppet of the Emperor and plot with disloyal subjects to seize control of the Empire. Our objective is to stamp these traitors out, seize the palace, and reclaim the Empire for our own.
With our group?
You realize
Yeah.
it's just us,
With just
right,
our
Lady?
group?
That sounds kind of impossible.
Still, the Empire is having many soldiers. Perhaps you could be changing their minds?
Those who can be won over will be. And the realization they are fighting the Imperial Princess ought to dull the others' blades. We have also secured the cooperation of several nobles inside the palace.
Very impressive, Your Highness. And very you. I suppose all that remains is to head inside and take care of business.
Voice your unease. Give a stirring speech.
Hang on. Sorry. You want to take over the Imperial Palace? You've got to be kidding me.
So here we are, ready to deal a masterstroke to the heart of the mighty Empire. Life with you certainly isn't boring.
We'll infiltrate the palace through the rear gate, then apprehend Lord Arundel and Duke Ire. From there, we'll secure the palace's strategic positions, eliminating all resistance we encounter along the way.
If that is our plan, then time cannot be wasted.
You can hear them scrambling in the palace from here. Let's not wait for them to find their bearings.
Lead the way, Your Highness. Oh, and make sure to keep her safe, Hubert. You know every square inch of that place, after all.
Just mind you don't fall prey to your own distractions.
These villains have had free run of my house for too long. Today, I take it all back.
Well, the return of Emperor Edelgard is gonna happen. Pog. Alright, defeat Duke Ire and Lord Ar- Oh! Is that the reason why Caspar and Linhardt couldn't join us? I see. Oof. It's gonna hurt when they find out. Defeat conditions, none. Unit positioning will be placed on the dark blue grid. We'll be able to control and give orders to. Units placed on the light blue will give orders to. Highlight their advantage against enemies that appear on the battlefield. You can check their weapon type and extra effectiveness. What I'm thinking is that we should do a pairing. Okay, what I'm thinking is Edelgard's gonna be paired with my MC. Monica will likely be paired with Hubert. And Dorothy will be paired with Petra. Very interesting. Gonna be good against archers. Battalion. Nosferatu and Blizzard. I could do magic, but the question is, does it really matter if I do magic or not? Yep. Everyone has their own tome. And their own magic, of course. Venom Edge. Oh, that's D rank. Okay, we gotta level up their weapon ranks, too. I see. So a lot of thought process thinking before you even deploy to a map. It's much more advanced than ever. I see. Alright, we'll just see how the game goes. Convoy, yeah. Alright, let's save. Alright, should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Alright, let's do this. S rank requirements are 13.
It was easy enough slipping in the...
Here I go. No mistakes. It seems you could use some help.
Leave this one to me. This'll be easy with both of us.
Right then, let us go to work. Shall we join hands in battle?
Begin.
The Sky Spirit watches over. I will gladly handle this.
The question is, there's no entrance.
Orders received. Back. The knight's unexpected visit must have thrown the court into disarray.
In that case, we'd best find and apprehend Duke Eyre and Lord Arundel before they grow wise to our scheme.
Duke Eyre should be in the throne room. We'll enter through the back way.
Yes, that way he will never see our coming. But we must hurry.
The guards along the way are in Duke Eyre's employ, so deal with them as you must.
So weird that we get to play as Monica.
The enemy stronghold will be ours.
Let us bring this stronghold down efficiently.
Not a problem.
They all have lances.
I've got this.
I will gladly handle this. Orders.
I'm swapping in.
Alright, let's do Petra. You can't switch as your adjutants, so they're just here to support you. I gotta level up these other units too, so I want to be careful about that. Reach the throne room.
Surrender, Duke Eyre.
What in the... No! Seal the gate now!
Duke Eyre sealed the gate and is escaping.
This complicates things. We'll have to cut around through the garden.
Not a problem.
That's gonna be annoying.
Watch this.
Circle around through the garden and pursue Duke Eyre.
Send soldiers to the gardens! I want a sword on every path to my stuff in those rats!
I can still fight. The man is so desperate he doesn't realize he's already lost. So let us break through and prove it to him.
Physical and magic attacks, blah blah blah. Magic attacks working against knights.
Anything for Lady Enbarr.
Let's do this!
There's a treasure chest over there.
Begin.
The Sky Spirit watches over me. I will gladly handle this. Orders received. I have this.
Here I go. No mistakes. All...
let us go.
Aiding? No offense, but what's to stop him from running away?
Oh, I already solved that particular problem.
Entrances are open. Alright.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
Is it my turn? I will gladly handle this.
Let's seize this while I fight the other enemies down there. Okay. Should be fine. Make it the Armor Knight first.
The time has come, ministers. Show the Duke your true allegiance lies with the Empire.
Duke Ire. Or Burgleys.
Apologies, Ludwig, but if you want to leave, it'll have to be through me.
And Hevering.
And if you want back in, you must go through me. Although I must seem like nothing in comparison to that bear at the front gates.
You would turn on me now. Preposterous.
Wait, so those are the nobles you won over? Where'd you find the time to orchestrate that?
Now that we have
Oh. Oh, this is all planned.
Just bring the stronghold down efficiently. Anything for Lady Enbarr.
There's an entrance down here, but what's that for? Okay. Let's think about this real quick.
Here I go. No mistakes.
Okay. Okay.
I'll provide some protection.
I will gladly handle this. Orders received.
Yeah.
I'll take a...
Petra will go here.
This over.
My turn.
Ludwig von Ire.
No, you're still outnumbered, and this isn't done.
Oh,
until
that's why
I
we
say
didn't bring
it is.
Ferdinand.
It's finished, Prime Minister. Lay down your arms and surrender peacefully.
Use the fire orbs. I don't
Fire
care if you
orbs?
bring the palace down around us. Just do it.
Fire orbs? Where? Oh my god.
They're shooting at us? We should probably do something about that.
Not a problem.
Yeah, we gotta stop these fire orbs, I guess. Petra, you are gonna take down the captain.
The Sky Spirit. This stronghold will fall. Hey, swap. Take a breather. Watch this.
And Monica, you can defend.
I will gladly handle this.
Guard
I am
Petra.
here to...
The enemy's stronghold will be ours.
Another soldier.
Any experience?
That should stop those fire orbs from...
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn.
Oh, I'm ready.
Firing.
Is it my turn?
Attack you!
Lightning in shock status. Blah blah blah.
No, not yet.
Begin. This...
I will gladly handle this. Order...
Assistance, please.
Let's dazzle
Take them down.
Yes, I will beat you at home. Be praying now.
Nice.
Watch this.
The ambitions of Ludwig von Eyre won't be broken by the likes of you.
I really need to get through. Do I have to go around? Fuck, do I have to go around?
I will gladly handle this. Let's march.
I'm swapping in. I'll take over.
Where the hell is she?
I'm swapping.
I have this.
No, we're not gonna get to the chest. Get to the chest quickly. Come on. Come on, get to the chest quickly. And... seal.
I will gladly handle this. Orders
Watch this. I must get stronger.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
Nice.
How can this be? I have riches, power. I am as great as a man can be.
Fucking Duke Geyer, shut up.
I will gladly handle this. I am here.
Alright, what happens now?
Well done, everyone. That just leaves Lord Arundel.
Yes, but he is the one we need to worry about.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against. Begin.
I will gladly handle this.
Okay. Petra can handle the others.
Orders received.
Keep moving and remain alert.
I'm ready.
Duke, I
Is it
have
my
been
turn?
captured already. The wretch didn't even have the grace to buy me some time. Well, I've little interest in facing Burden. So it's time for me to deploy my wild card.
Wild card? Huh? What's going on? Wall of Darkness?
I will
Motherfucker.
gladly handle this.
Alright. Looks like we got ourselves a interesting development.
Orders received.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me. Here I go. No mistakes. They must...
Dark magic. Find the casters and strike them down so we might dispel this sorcery.
Come, Voldemort. You and I can split up and sweep the palace.
A fine idea, Leopold. Let us make clear to these fell warlocks that they are most unwelcome in this place.
I'm afraid to consider how we'd stand without those two on our side. In the name of Frigid!
We are fighting on the side of Confronting.
Hard work.
Bad level up.
Growth is a part of life.
Keep it up. We must eliminate the mages.
These are definitely the same people who kidnapped me.
You defeat an armor knight.
I will gladly
Good.
handle this.
Take care of that other
Orders
armor knight.
received.
Give me your help.
Let's dazzle them, Petra.
Yes, I will be joining you. Be praying now.
Woo!
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me. I'll take over. Stand your ground.
You people are all magic and no muscle. I'll snap you like twigs.
You know, it may benefit us to learn more about this dark magic.
Good.
Not yet.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn.
I'm ready.
Nice. Defeated all the mages. Entrances are open.
The barrier should dissipate now.
That still didn't stop them. It seems they came prepared for any eventual...
I will gladly handle this. I am here to aid you.
Well,
Is it my turn?
Quickly now. Here I go. No mistakes. We need to reach Lord Arundel before he slips through our fingers.
Drive the darkness from Enbarr. Defeat Lord Arundel.
Here I go. No
Fuck.
mistakes.
What's this?
They must learn who they're up against. Begin.
The Sky Spirit watches over...
Any who sided with Duke Ire or Lord Arundel and oppressed Her Highness will receive no quarter from us.
Hubert, you finally said something I like. Now let's go stamp them out.
Seize all the strongholds. Yeah, let's not get everything just yet. Let's just get all the strongholds quickly.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
I will gladly handle this. Orders received. I have this.
Very well.
Arundel.
Wretched vermin.
Better hurry.
However, you clearly have no concept of how terrifying I can be.
Banish the darkness, and the terror will fade as well.
You're...
Sorry, what?
I will gladly handle this. Orders received. I'm swapping in. You are mine!
Just in case. Assistance, please.
Let's dazzle them, Petra.
I think we got everything. Yeah, I think we got everything.
Begin. I will help.
Watch this!
That takes care of the cleanup. I think Her Highness should be very pleased with me indeed.
Whether or not she is pleased with you should be of...
I will gladly handle this. I am
secondary concern. The most important matter is what benefits Lady Edelgard.
Are you starting to understand the situation you're in? I'll cover you. Come with me. Are you ready?
Woo! Think that's it.
I know what to do.
Nice.
I know when I am bested.
Too late. Ooh.
We are the darkness itself, and the darkness cannot be slain.
Damn.
He escaped.
Yeah. Dallas.
Cowardly of him. But we can take comfort in our victory either way.
I guess.
Now what?
High five?
Huh? Are you kidding me? When mercs want to celebrate a win, we slap our open palms together, like that.
A commendable victory, Lady Edelgard.
Well-deserved victory,
Thank
indeed.
you, Hubert. Still, I don't much like how those rats managed to keep skittering away.
I imagine that guy's pretty close with Kranya and Tomas, since he shapeshifted and all.
Yes. They are all part of a clandestine organization attempting to conquer Fodlan from the shadows. Those who slither in the dark.
You know who slither in the dark?
Huh. Never heard of him.
So, what is the plan now, Your Highness? We make ready for my coronation. Hubert, gather everyone in the throne room.
At once, Your Highness.
Those who dubstep in the dark.
Oh, this is wonderful! Your Highness is going to become Your Majesty!
Emperor Edelgard.
First, I must speak with the Minister of Domestic Affairs, as well as the other counts. Also, I need you to go to the Knights of Seros. I wasn't expecting all of you this soon. What are you doing here?
We demand an explanation.
Yeah, we kinda...
You arrested my father.
Yeah.
How could you do such a thing without discussing it with me first?
I'm probably not getting the finer points here.
Yeah, we got their fathers
But
involved.
You basically defeated both my father and Ferdinand's. Is that right?
I wasn't fighting your father, Caspar. He was aiding me, as was Count Hevering.
So, what about my father?
Oh yeah,
Did you arrest
Varley,
him?
right?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, okay.
Look, I'm sure you have your reasons for all of this. But maybe you should sit down and talk us through it.
And I intend to. We'll reconvene later and clear everything up then. Monica, join me. We'll talk as we go.
Oh boy. Ain't nothing sus about that. Enemies defeated B rank, and I took 1 minute long? God dang it. Intermediate seal. Well, it is what it is, but we leveled up a lot of units.
I must get stronger.
Why is Edelgard getting magic of all times?
I must regain what I've lost.
Hard work created this.
Growth is a part of life.
Yeah, a lot of people leveled up. Pretty good amount of, like, good amount of EXP usage for everyone. Petra, Dorothea. Yeah. What do you definitely want? Even so, you have your 4 circles. You gotta get used to the fact that your 4 circles will be your playable characters, and then the squares on the bottom will be the ones that will be that you won't be able to play. But definitely aid them, you know.
Witness frigid pride.
What a fascinating power.
Class CXP, Common Arts magic and abilities.
One step at a time.
Will
A new
increase
power is now being mined.
D rank.
I imagine this will serve me well.
We got 2 intermediate seals. Hog. Got more gold too. I always say it was a pretty fine mission, indeed.
And you say I have 2 years to complete these preparations?
In cooperation with Count Hevering, of course. You and Hubert can finalize the details later. As I won't be choosing a prime minister for some time, I realize this may result in extra work for you. However, that also means more latitude to do things as you see fit, so long as you ensure we're prepared for a 5-year war.
I will not rest until I discover a solution, Your Highness. So long as our military leaders don't tread on my toes, I shouldn't have too much difficulty.
For something this big, you better believe we'll have plenty of need for resources. Leave it to a narrow-minded quill carrier like you to call that treading on your toe.
In Her Majesty's name, I will decide what is and isn't appropriate regarding your needs. Also, anyone would seem narrow-minded when compared to a swollen-headed juggernaut such as yourself.
A juggernaut, huh? Yeah, I like the sound of that.
I see someone allowed his sarcasm
Damn.
lessons to lapse.
Moving on. Lord Arundel's followers will doubtless attempt to interfere, so we'll need to keep a close eye on them. Once Count Varley joins us, we can discuss the matter I mentioned further.
It seems he's just arrived, Your Majesty.
Varley.
Apologies for my time.
Ah, that's what your
Great
father
Von Varley
looks like.
At the court service.
Bernie.
My, but attendance seems light. Where is the Lord Regent and the rest of our noble six?
Duke Eyre stands accused of treason and has been dismissed as Prime Minister. He currently awaits judgment in one of our finer dungeons. Lord Arundel is a fugitive from the same crime, and will be taken in soon. Dead or alive, it makes no difference.
Well, this is a rather shocking turn of events. I had no idea Ludwig was capable of such things. Still, rest assured that I am nothing like him.
Indeed. And as for the others, Duke Gert was dispatched to Western Fodland to conduct negotiations.
Scarlet blaze. The struggle commences.
I always forget. I'm sorry, guys.
It is the end of 1181. 2 years have passed
2
since
years.
the Officers' Academy closed its doors. Having ascended the throne of Adrestia, Edelgard has begun to enact sweeping change.
Emperor Edelgard.
The Holy Kingdom of Fargus now calls Dimitri its king.
Ah,
while Claude
so they
reigns
dealt
over
with
the
Cornelia.
Leicester Alliance. All 3 house leaders have found their wings as rulers of a new generation. With the whole of Fodland still reeling from these rapid changes, Edelgard decides the time has come to usher in a new era.
People of Fodland,
Whoa!
the Empire will stand by no longer.
Whoa! The Empire!
Together, we rise against a church that has become steeped in deception and corruption. The church has used their doctrine to deny you power and
There we
reshape
go.
Fodland as they see fit.
And this is how we declare war against the
They
church.
thrust upon you the illusion of nobility in order to oppress who they choose. And they helped create the kingdom and alliance as a pretext for war. Finally, they teased you with the promise of salvation from pain they themselves inflicted, and did so in the name of their own profit. Well, I say no more. The Empire has severed herself from their hypocrisy by restoring the Southern Church and nurturing her people's well-being. And today, we purge the world of their evil forever. We will retake Garrigmach from the Central Church and stamp out any nobles who abet its depravity. By my title as Emperor Edelgard von Bresfeld of Adrestia, I hereby declare war against the false Church of Seros.
And there we go. This is how plots start. Because Edelgard wants to start a war. War! That's when the real plot begins.
The past 2 years have flown by in but the blink of an eye.
2-year time skip.
And while they felt short, they were certainly eventful. The Empire has come far since we removed Arundel from power. We reformed the government, remedied our diplomatic troubles, and bolstered our military.
And most significantly, we gave strength to the Southern Church, creating the perfect wedge against the Church of Seros. A shame our bishop has become the target of relentless censure as a result. Why, the Central Church even targeted him for assassination. Poor Count Varley. It could not have happened to a finer man.
And then there's the matter of Lord Arundel. What are he and his minions up to now?
Slithering in the shadows.
Slithering in the dark.
Much as they have done for centuries. It will not be easy to drag such adept skulkers into the light.
Perhaps not. Then for now, let's remain focused on the formidable adversary ahead.
Did you call us here, Edelgard? It's good to see so many familiar faces.
I did, and thank you for coming.
And everyone gets their own outfits.
This may be the first time I've
Even
seen
Monica
all of you in
too.
the same room since the Officers' Academy closed.
Likely, yes. We have all been rather busy marching down the separate paths life laid out for us.
Or most of us have, anyway. Others, such as myself, managed to eschew work in favor of a more leisurely existence.
Hey! I was working hard at staying in my room, but still... Father's been dreadfully busy, so he's never home. Which has been pretty nice, actually.
I was returning home to Bridget. I finished my task.
Really
and now
like the new
I've been
outfits
returned
for
here.
sure.
Well enough. Now, as you know, the Empire will launch its attack on Garreg Mach in the coming days. Emperor Edelgard will lead the invasion personally, and wishes for those present to form the backbone of her army.
And as it has been some time since Adrestia had an army under the direct command of the Emperor, I fear we currently lack for officers. I trust each of you, and can think of no candidates better suited for the job. Will you do this for me?
So you've got other plans for my
They're having
father's army, I
doubts,
take it?
but they're resolved,
Well,
aren't
then
they?
count me in. I'm ready to go whenever.
I would have been happy with a life serving you here in the capital. But if war is coming, I want to see it through myself. I'll go wherever you go, Your Majesty.
I offer to accept the offer enthusiastically.
I'm always ready. Plus, it's good to know I haven't been training this hard for nothing.
I've high hopes for you, and trust you will prove the wisdom of my decision.
Just you wait. I'm gonna hurdle clean over those high hopes and show you what I can really do.
Be certain to save some of your hopes for me, because I most assuredly have what it takes to succeed. And with that, new Empire Army, move out!
Ferdinand, kindly leave the commanding and naming to me.
Well, this is very interesting. Raphael Gem Owner. Great Bridge of Mirrodin Outskirts. Personal quarters, blah blah blah. Changing characters.
That reminds me.
How tiresome.
Base camp, blah blah blah. Manuela is playable. Level 6. Jaritza is playable, level 6. Ferdinand has rejoined you. Berndetta has rejoined her. Caspar, Linhardt. Some units have gained new equipment. Everyone has their new appearances, blah blah blah. War. Interesting. I see. I remember in Three Houses, where, like, depending on the class you get, you can't keep certain outfits. Like, for example, like the fact that you can't, like, use certain outfits when you're, like, using like a wyvern or something like that. Spend renown. These are just stat boosters for renown. But I'm curious about these two. Yeah, very curious about these two. I imagine there's gonna be some kind of New Game Plus stuff, I guess. Alright. We'll see what we can actually do. Oh yeah, speaking of which, let me check my thing.